Bin ich live? Bin ich wieder da? Bin ich live? Ist das eine aktuelle Live-Übertragung, die wir hier am Stissel haben? Also ist das hier, ne? Bin ich mit dir hier an diesem digitalen Ort heute virtuell anwesend? Ist das live? Kann mir das irgendwer bestätigen? Scotty? Scotty, du sag mal, das ist live, oder? Ja, ich scheine live zu sein. Leute, es ist Spooky Season. Spooktober und so, ne? Und nichts macht mir mehr Angst, als Prinzessin zu erschlagen. Es macht mir Spaß, es macht mir Angst und, das ist einfach so eine emotionale Mischung für mich, weißt du? Und deshalb dachte ich, hey, mach mir doch das an Spooktober als eins der Games. Und jetzt bin ich hier und ihr seid da und ich habe einen Energy von einer neuen Marke, die ich noch nicht probiert habe. Ich bin skeptisch, aber ich habe Lust auf irgendwas mit ein bisschen, wo ich will mich nicht mal so anstrengen. Ich habe gesehen, dass man bei dem Spiel eigentlich nur dabei sitzt. Also ich sitze nur da und bin genauso viel Zuschauer wie ihr hier heute, okay? Ja, kann man machen. So, warte, ich drehe den. So. Ich will den nicht auf irgendein Kabel stellen. Ich will hier nichts über meinen Laptop lesen. Okay. So, können wir anfangen? Ich setze mich aufrecht hin. Ich bin da, ich bin bereit, ich bin super motiviert. Ja, Start Game. Slay the Princess. Kapitel 1. Der Held und die Prinzessin.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Was ist das? Okay. Oh, ich kann das hier. Oh, das ist nett, das ist nice. Okay. Also, ich muss hier weiterklicken, das habe ich gerade verpasst. Ich klicke weiter.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, es steht eine Welt auf dem Spiel. Wir sollen in der Hütte eine Prinzessin erschlagen. Ansonsten, Welt, ne, ist nicht mehr. Oh, ich kann das antworten. Warum muss ich das machen? Kann das nicht irgendwer anders machen?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Was? Aber machst du nicht die Regeln als Erzähler? Ich stelle mir das irgendwie so vor, dass du irgendwie... Hey Joe Labs, hey Hönli, wie geht's euch? Guten Abend. Warte, ich lese ganz kurz Chat. Einen Moment, Narrator, ich bin gleich hier da bei dir. Vom Kino für FNAF? Gönn dir. Okay, warte, ich mach weiter. Ich kann wieder was antworten. Ja, ich finde auch, wenn wir eine Prinzessin töten, ne? Ich habe mir die Frage auch persönlich schon ein paar Mal gestellt im Leben, das macht uns doch zu den Bösen, oder? Also, eventuell sind wir die Bösen. Das ist halt meine Sorge. Sind wir im bösen Team?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Ich meine...
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, da hat er nicht so unrecht. Ich will das nicht. Ich bin weg.
Are you serious?
Ja.
No, you have to do it.
Warum? Warum muss ich denn? Ja, ich meine, vielleicht ist sie ja nur so wütend und will die Welt zerstören, weil ihr sie eingesperrt habt.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Warum? Sie ist eingesperrt, wozu die Eile?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Das sind mir zu viele Wörter. Das
And
ist...
before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I do that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, soweit komme ich mit.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay, böses Ei, verstanden, klar.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, ich bin der Gute, ich schlag die Prinzessin tot. Okay, ich habe meinen Job und meine Rolle in dieser Welt verstanden. Warum wirst du wieder krank? Höllenlein, wenn's so ist, dann gute Besserung. Ja, ich meine, bekomme ich schon was dafür, wenn ich die umbringe?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ehrlich, das klang... Was gibt's denn für mich? Ja, sag mir mal bitte, was genau ich da bekomme.
It's a secret, but I
Warum?
think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Ich trau der Stimme nicht. Ich trau dem scheiß Erzähler nicht, Mann. Das ist übrigens ein Horrorspiel, was wir hier spielen. Also das steht als Horrorspiel in Steam. Aber warum sollte die Welt enden? Das ist nur eine Prinzessin, ja? Und wenn die Hütte jetzt verletzt, dann ist die halt draußen, ne? Ich sehe jetzt auch nicht das
I'm
große
talking
Problem.
about the end of everything as we know it.
Warum?
No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, ich gehe hin. Weißt du was, wir können mit solchen Leuten nicht diskutieren. Das ist wie Zeugen der Jehovas, oder wie das heißt. Ja, wir müssen einfach auf ihn hören und ich gehe zur Hütte.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing.
Ja, bringen wir es hinter uns.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Was denn?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Ja, es ist ein Horrorgame, Hün. Okay, ich trau der Prinzessin nicht.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Warum habe ich jetzt 2 Stimmen in meinem Kopf?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Es werden mehr. Okay, ich gehe zur Hütte. Ich habe wieder Stimmen im Kopf, Mann. Schon wieder eine mehr.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh, nice.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ich mag Klingen, ich will die Klinge. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Wohl wahr? Okay, ich gehe in den Keller. Let's do this. Yo,
The door to the
Prinzessin.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Das Schöne ist, mein Cursor war ja vorhin in der Hand und jetzt hat die Hand wirklich eine Klinge. Schönes Detail. Ja, die Musik ist echt ultra entspannt. Das ist auch ultra das schöne Feeling in dem Spiel.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh nein.
Who's there?
Larry von gegenüber?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Ich bin's, Larry. Ich wollte fragen, ob ihr noch Mehl habt. Ich wollte nur gucken, wie es dir geht.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Ja.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Sei leise, horny Stimme.
Focus on the task at hand.
Ja, wir sind hier, um... Ich sollte es nicht vor ihr sagen.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nein? Was? Nein! Wie kommst du auf sowas?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Ich meine...
Blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Ich weiß nicht, ob das eine gute Idee ist, Mann.
Don't you dare.
Ja, ich muss sagen, da traue ich dem Narrator noch mehr.
It's fine.
Nein,
We
ich
can
hab Angst.
decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Du kennst mich gar nicht, horny Stimme, okay? Du weißt gar nicht, wie ich drauf bin, ja? Ich bin eiskalt. Ich bin kälter als die Princess da drüben. Tighten your grip. Ja, Mann.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Du musst gar nicht so bemitleidenswert gucken, Prinzessin.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Nein. Ich hab keine
Step
Angst.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Ähm,
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
kann eine von den Stimmen Messer werfen?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Hey, Nachtkalle, guten Abend. Ich hab Angst.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Ich weiß ja nicht. Bist du sicher, dass sie unbewaffnet
I'm
ist?
positive.
Aha.
But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Ja, das ist wahr.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Ich bin civilized, Alter. Ich lasse die Klinge erstmal nicht fallen, okay?
Then I'm not talking to you.
Das ist einfach unhöflich. Okay. Ich schätze, dann redet einfach keiner von uns.
I guess we are.
Scheiße, nicht geklappt.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the
Mann.
blade. Do something.
Nein, das wollte ich nicht. Ich wollte nicht, was? Return. Okay, ich gehe erstmal zu ihr hin, ja? Ganz vorsichtig und langsam.
You stare at the princess, squinting
Wir behalten sie im Auge.
fiercely. She squints back.
Hey, gib mir nicht diesen
The
Blick.
two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Ich meine,
You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
okay. Slay. Slay. Drop. Fuck it, ich bin hier, um sie zu töten. Das mache ich. Sie ist angekettet. Was soll schon passieren?
Charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Finish the drop.
With the last bit of your will, you press
you.
forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Fuck you, princess.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Was bist du?
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
Kinda.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Kapitel 2. The Razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Das kommt mir bekannt vor. Warte mal. Das ist schon passiert.
It hasn't.
Doch?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it.
Hä?
We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Das ist eine Lüge, Erzählmann.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Ich habe eine neue Stimme im Kopf. Fuck. Die Cheetah-Voice? Entspann dich, okay? Voice of Cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Ja, Mann, es ist wie ein Time Loop.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Ja, daran kann ich mich auch erinnern.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Okay, warte mal. Nehmen wir mal an, ich erzähle die Wahrheit und das ist schon alles passiert. Warum sollte ich dir zuhören, wenn ich doch weiß, was passiert? Warum sollte ich überhaupt irgendwas hiervon tun?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or
Yeah.
at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did exactly what you said.
Ja.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Ich meine, es gab Konsequenzen. Ich bin gestorben.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started.
Doch,
That sounds
doch,
pretty
das war...
consequence-free to me.
Nein, da waren Konsequenzen. Hallo, ich bin noch hier. Ich bin gestorben.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Na, das stimmt. Ein Bogen wäre sehr hilfreich in der Situation.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Okay, wenn du das sagst. Aber wegen dieser Prinzessin, ne?
Just be quick about it.
Wir haben uns beide getötet. Und du sagst, dass es nicht passiert. Wie kann ich mir da sicher sein, dass es nicht wieder so passieren wird?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job and save the world.
Aber genau das habe ich ja gemacht.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Du Arsch. Wer hat sie da eingesperrt?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is.
Aber warum?
It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Ich will aber. Wenn Leute sie weggesperrt haben, ne? Warum können Leute sie nicht auch töten? Warum müssen wir das machen?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because You're special.
Ja, nee, das glaube ich nicht.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Nein.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Held, sei leise.
Of course you're special.
Nein, sind
Why
wir
else
nicht.
would you be here?
If anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
Ja, ich stimme der Cheater-Stimme zu. Das waren viele Stimmen. Das waren sehr, sehr viele Stimmen. Ich meine, das letzte Mal hat sie mich nur erstochen. Wie soll sie die Welt ändern? Sie ist halt nur irgendeine Frau mit einer Mordlust und einem Messer.
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
Warum auch Kalle? Sie hat mich erstochen, obwohl ich sie erstochen habe. 2-mal. Okay. Okay.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Ja, ich gehe zur Hütte.
A warning before you go any further.
Ja, ich weiß. Sie wird lügen, sie wird
She will
cheaten.
lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to
Ich
stop
weiß.
you from slaying her.
Jupp.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Ich dachte, als du gestorben bist, ist das Game zu Ende. Schön. Leute, das war der Stream. Wir sehen uns dann nächste Woche.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Jo, ich bin vorsichtig.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay, wir machen jetzt einfach nicht das, was der Narrator sagt, okay? Wir gehen zur Hütte. Mal wieder. Und diesmal überleben wir. Okay?
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Naja, das und der Spiegel. Das ist ein Spiegel.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Und den Spiegel. Du hast den Spiegel vergessen, Erzähler. Warum erwähnt er den Spiegel nicht? Du hast nichts über den Spiegel gesagt.
Because there isn't a mirror.
Was?
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Ja, der Tisch. Die Klinge auf dem Tisch. Die Tür. Und der Spiegel links von der Tür.
There's definitely a mirror.
Ja.
There isn't.
Doch.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Aber da ist ein Spiegel. Der ist da. Nein. Weißt du was? Wir werden jetzt arguen. Ich will mich wissen, ob ich angelogen werde.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Der Spiegel ist da. Hören, sieht man den Spiegel. Da ist ein Spiegel, oder? Ich bin nicht verrückt. Da ist ein fucking Spiegel. Und außerdem sah die Hütte irgendwie letztes Mal anders aus.
Very different.
Ja.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Doch.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Ich gehe zum Spiegel. Fuck it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Doch.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Aber
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
da war ein Spiegel.
But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Nachti, da war ein Spiegel. Ich bin nicht verrückt. Da war ein Spiegel. Ich nehme die Klinge und ich
You
töte
take
sie
the
diesmal
blade from
richtig.
the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the
Ja,
world
ohne
without a
Waffe
weapon.
ist es sehr schwer.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands.
Ja.
Let's make...
Oh, tut mir leid, ich habe ihn unterbrochen. So. Ich gehe runter. Jungs, wünscht mir Glück.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Mhm.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. and you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Da war ein Spiegel, Mann. Da war ein fucking Spiegel.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
Also hat sie doch eine Waffe.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Warum klingt sie so metallisch?
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Ja.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Okay, entspann dich, Cheater-Stimme.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Hi.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Ach, ist das so? Hä? Wir sind hier nicht sicher.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Mhm, das glaube ich auch. Seht euch den Blick an. Natürlich ist das ihr Plan.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Right. Wenn ich näher komme, erstichst du mich.
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Ja, nee, du hast da definitiv was hinter dem Rücken.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Metal Princess. Nee, irgendwas ist hier ganz faul.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Ja,
She certainly feels threatening.
ja.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous.
Ich will den Job hier auch gar nicht.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Erinnerst du dich an das letzte Mal?
Last time, if somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
Ja, klingt so, als ob du es auch tust. Wenn
But
ich
I
ehrlich bin.
don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Aha.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Hey, ich habe keinen Namen dafür, aber es ist auf jeden Fall passiert. Ja? Okay, ich weiß, dass du ein Messer hast. Wenn du es fallen lässt, dann können wir vielleicht erstmal über die ganze Sache reden, okay?
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Ja, das wäre surely sehr verrückt. Ja, doch, da stimme ich ihr zu. Das wäre sehr krankhaft und beängstigend.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Ja. Stimmt, das ist ein guter Punkt.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Ist sie? Vielleicht ist sie das. Ich weiß nicht, was sie gemacht hat. Irgendwie kann sie sich dran erinnern, aber wir ja auch. Nur der Erzähler nicht. Oder er tut so, ich weiß es nicht. Okay, beweis, dass du kein Messer hast.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
Das macht gar keinen Sinn.
The princess smiles as she pulls
Oh.
her hands from behind her back.
Okay.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her
Was
sleeves.
tut sie da? Hey, YouTube ist, ne? Der Stream ist nicht auf 8 geschaltet, glaube ich.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have.
Ach
It's
so, okay.
practically zero.
Aber was, wenn du es irgendwo versteckst? Ja, ich glaube, du musst das Kleid leider ausziehen. Wir müssen eine Durchsuchung machen, bevor ich näher kommen kann. Aus sicherheitstechnischen Gründen.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Das ist irgendwie heiß.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Okay.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
Hey, ich gehe hier nur alle Optionen durch, ja?
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
Sicher? Bist du sicher?
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Ja klar, alles hier ist serious, aber ich habe Angst.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Ja, aber erstmal wissen wir das und man kann doch auch in einem BH eine Klinge verstecken. Ich glaube, Nacht hat recht. Ja, du bist gerade sehr verdächtig.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh?
Ja genau, sie kann das ja auch zwischen ihre Backen geklemmt haben, solange wer weiß.
Silly little birdface thinks she's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything.
Birdface?
He could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Warum Birdface?
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet
Nein.
you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Ja.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance.
Ist so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Ja, klingt so.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
Das stimmt.
No. I have my dignity.
Ach, fuck you, Erzähler.
Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Jupp. Können wir einfach mal darüber reden?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Ich habe keinen Schlüssel, ne?
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see.
Sorry?
I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Ja, das mache ich nicht.
Okay, I'm bored now.
Okay,
She's bored?
klingt so.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit.
Was?
In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
Bitte was? mag das nicht.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Oh, stimmt, sie ist nur angekettet. Ich meine, natürlich.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then slices through her arm.
Ja, also, war schön, ne?
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
Ich wollte gerade sowieso,
Doesn't even hesitate before
gehen.
darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
Okay, benutze die Waffe. Nein.
Use it
Ja,
you do.
ja.
But unfortunately for you and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Warum?
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's even better at this than she was last time. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay.
And with a screech,
Au.
she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Kapitel 3. The Arms Race.
You're on a path in the woods. No,
Fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Ja, ich stimme der Cheater-Stimme zu.
You're what? The interior
Yeah.
feel dizzy.
Sei leise, Held.
Ho 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 ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
Ja,
Isn't
nice.
that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Cool. Also haben wir die Kraft, nicht der Erzähler? Fuck you, Erzähler.
Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
Ich bin mir ja nicht mehr so sicher.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Dann machen wir das. Warte mal, The Hunted? Du bist neu. Hey, willkommen im Club meiner Stimmen.
What's the point of fighting if she's
Noch ein?
just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Da sind so viele neue Stimmen in meinem Kopf.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
Jo, 3. Mal.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Oh. Das ist schlecht, oder?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Ich finde auch.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Neue Stimme. What a fine addition to my collection. Ja.
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Jo.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Du hast wieder den Spiegel vergessen, oder?
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there.
Ja.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ja.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Okay.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Finde ich auch.
And what if we never do?
Doch, vertrau mir, okay? Lass das meine Sorge sein.
Don't be like that. I know things are hard right now, but we gotta stay positive. If they're confident, then I'm confident.
Finde ich auch. Das färbt ab.
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
Da ist wieder ein Spiegel.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Aber da ist keine Tür.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
Nur der Spiegel,
It isn't a mirror.
keine
You
Tür.
really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Was?
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Also, ist der Spiegel echt nicht da? Und die Tür ist da und ich sehe das nur so? Das ist zu verwirrend. Da ist keine Tür, aber da ist ein Spiegel. Okay? Ich gehe zum Spiegel.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Ich soll den Spiegel öffnen?
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Okay, guter Punkt.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, nur ein ganz kurzer Blick, okay? Ein ganz kurzer.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement.
Warum ist da eine Tür?
It's open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Okay.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Au. Hey, Danny, wie geht's dir? Guten Abend, willkommen.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Ich bin so verwirrt. Mein Chat gibt mir verschiedene Signale hier. Hi, ich bin wieder da.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh,
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
okay.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Ja, war nicht so cool.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Und dann ist es vorbei?
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Ja.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Okay.
Your internal bickering
Ach,
is
nicht das schon
coupled
wieder.
by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Wunderschön beschrieben. Warum macht sie das schon wieder? Lass dir mal was Neues einfallen, Prinzessin. Gönn dir, Danny. So.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Ja, wir haben sie einmal getötet, stimmt. Wir hatten sie schon einmal getötet, das hat auch nichts geändert. Wir sind trotzdem neu gespawnt.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Fuck. We're fighting her. Wir werden sie obviously fighten, oder? Nee, ich weiß nicht. Ich glaube, das ist keine gute Idee, aber hier kommen wir auch nicht weg, oder wir sind runtergefallen. Okay, ja, wir flirten mit ihr.
Now,
Hey.
I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess.
Doch.
She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Ja, aber mir kann keiner widerstehen, okay? Wir nutzen das.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Ja,
I'd rather not.
doch,
It's not like she wants us anyway.
doch.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Yes. Ich weiß, du willst mich töten, Prinzessin, aber hat dir jemals wer gesagt, wie wunderschön du bist?
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
Ja, ich meine genau dich. Du bist wunderschön.
You're the only person I know, so that's a first. You're sweet. I like you. You're also gorgeous.
Dankeschön. Ich wollte dir nur sagen, dass diese Fleischstücke, die dein Kleid mit roten Spritzern färben, wirklich perfekt zu deinen Augen passen.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Ja, vertraut mir.
Still gonna kill you though.
Oh,
Or not?
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
hey, I like you, broken voice.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, lights flashing. She skewers you. Ow.
Oh,
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
Ach nee, nicht noch eine Stimme. Wer ist Voice of the Smitten, Alter?
Oh, a new one of us.
Ja,
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
klingt so.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Wo bin ich?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Broken, entspann dich.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Ja, da steht sie noch.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4.
Ja, 4. Mal.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Haben wir die Realität zerstört?
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
A fine addition to my collection of voice.
Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. As long
Ja,
as we keep moving.
okay.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Ist das immer noch unser Ziel?
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay. Was haben wir denn? Ich meine, sie hat Schwertarme und wir nicht. Hä? Der Erzähler ist weg.
Just panic! Flee!
Ich hab sie geblockt, okay.
Skewers.
Ah! Jetzt ist der Erzähler wieder da.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Vielleicht.
We just have to hit her heart. She skewers you.
Oh.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Was? Warum das? Komm schon, Leute.
I
Wir müssen
thought
zusammenhalten.
first that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Sie ist voll der Psycho. Oh, Mann, meine Stimmen haben mich verraten. Ah.
That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Ah.
She's going to kill this
Noch eine
body
Stimme?
either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Was?
She skewers you.
Au, schon wieder.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
Ja.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Nicht aufgeben.
Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't
Noch
tried
eine neue
that.
Stimme?
I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Au.
See? We're getting better. Okay.
Tun wir das?
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
Ich weiß ja nicht.
And then everything goes dark. And you die.
And I die. Kapitel 4. Mutually assured destruction.
You're on a... Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Wir haben so viele Stimmen jetzt.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if? Throw it out the window. Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Hallo, ich bin auch noch da.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Hör auf zu simpen, das hat nicht geklappt.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Ja.
They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about
Ich bin ein
you
paar Mal
stick to
gestorben.
describing things, and we'll stick to doing them. Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Hör auf uns Pros zu nennen, wenn wir irgendwie 70 Mal gestorben sind, Mann.
Narrator,
we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Ja, wir killen die Prinzessin.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Okay, aua, 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 ich fall runter.
you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs?
Nee,
Or this room or anything?
nee, lass mal.
Feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Wie, warte, jetzt sehe ich gar nichts mehr.
Don't care, just want to win.
Fine. Make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Ja.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Nö, bin wieder da.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Ja, ja, noch eine Runde.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Klar.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Ach komm schon, jetzt sei keine Bitch.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Toll.
It becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces
Eklig.
of her
Wirklich schön.
splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Das ist widerlich. Das ist wirklich sehr widerlich. Das, ja. Super, wirklich schön. Ihr seid, ja, wir sind beide unsterblich, so wie es aussieht. Und das ist nicht schön.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Okay, bringen wir es hinter uns.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
God damn, was für ein Fetisch ist das?
Yes! Behold, the perfect woman.
Okay, ihr zwei, ihr macht das nicht in meinem Körper, klar?
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Was?
That looked painful.
Ja.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Komm runter, Mann.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Wo willst du quitten? Wir sind alle in einem Körper gefangen. Leute, wir könnten doch mal damit anfangen, dass wir drüber nachdenken, was wäre, wenn... Okay, sag jetzt, ich trinke was. Ich trinke was. Lecker. Ich fühle mich sehr energetisiert. Kann ich jetzt reden, Jungs? Nein? Okay. Gottverdammt, wir brauchen einen Clan!
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Sorry. Ich will nur, dass einer nach dem anderen spricht, okay?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Was? Sie erwischt mich schon wieder? Nein, 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 nein!
You're incredible.
Ich wehre mich, okay, ich wehre mich. Und wir haben ein episches Duell. Ich habe keine Stimme mehr im Kopf, es ist alles ruhig und ich kann mich endlich gegen sie wehren. Vielleicht war das genau das, was ich gebraucht habe. Vielleicht war das der letzte Schritt. Dieses Mal kann ich ja nur gewinnen. Ich bin so nah dran. Das ist ihr Herz. Ich werde es jetzt erwischen. Ja! Ja! Water in Steel. Ich habe eine Trophäe verdient. Und ich habe sie erwischt. Ein Stich ins Herz, das kann sie nicht überleben. War das hier tot? War das ihre Todesanimation? Der Spiegel ist wieder da. Ich gehe zum Spiegel. Wie sehe ich aus? Das bin ich. Kalle. Es ist sehr empty und quiet, das stimmt. Da war mal die Hütte und jetzt ist sie da. Ist sie jetzt tot? Hab ich's geschafft?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Verwirr mich nicht, Hönli. Aber was, wenn du sie bist? Was ist sie überhaupt? Was bist du?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Ein Vogelmensch, I guess. Naja, das Leben ist verrückt, hä? Aber was ist mit deinem? Was meinst du damit?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Tun wir das nicht alle? Was denkst du, was ich bin?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Inwiefern?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
Sie?
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Ich hatte nicht vor, sie zu betrauern, ganz ehrlich. War nicht mein Plan. Nee. Also... Ist das jetzt das Ende?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Guter Punkt. Kennst du den Erzähler?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Huh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Hast du mich geschickt, sie zu töten?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay, das Ding wurde aus ihr geboren. Ich bin nicht der Vater, ich zahle hier keinen Unterhalt oder sowas, damit das klar ist. Ich will das nur vorab schon mal klarstellen. Für die kommenden Erwartungen, ja? Was weißt du über die Welten von jenseits?
I know only that they are.
Oh, ja gut. Ich auch, ne? Was passiert jetzt?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Ich soll mehr Leute töten?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Ich werde Sachen vergessen, aber wie viel davon?
Everything.
Warum?
Until we meet again.
Hä? Das ist voll der Mindfuck, okay? Also ich werde alles vergessen, bis wir uns wiedersehen. Das klingt nicht so geil. Okay. Mach, dass ich's vergesse. Fuck it.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Nein, genau das ist der Punkt, den ich vergessen will, okay?
You won't.
Oh, everything goes dark and you die. Kapitel 1. Der Held und die Prinzessin.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Blade-Fetisch. Schön, schön. Bald das für euch, Mann.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Ich gehe zur Hütte.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Ja, sie wird lügen, sie wird cheaten.
She will lie,
Ja.
she will cheat,
Ich
she
weiß.
will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word.
Tu ich
We're not
nicht.
going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Guter Punkt. Wir machen es diesmal anders. Wir stechen sie nicht, wir befreien sie.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Vielleicht doch. Ich gehe zur Hütte. Scheiß auf die Welt.
The
Wir befreien sie.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Und ich nehme die
The
Klinge.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ich weiß.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Ist das so? Hm? Nein, da war kein Spiegel. Hör auf.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Ich bin wieder da.
She sounds dangerous.
Mhm.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Ist sie auch.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Traut dem Erzähler nicht. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Vielleicht muss sie das nicht sein, okay? Wir finden einen Weg. Ich will diesmal lebend hier rauskommen.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Das war ich. Ein paar Mal. Oft. Aber bin ich das diesmal? Ich habe mich noch nicht entschieden.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Irgendwas stimmt mit deiner Uhrzeit nicht, Nacht. Okay, ich lasse die Klinge fallen. Oder? Weißt du, wir müssen unsere Waffe ja nicht abgeben, oder? Wir können sie wahrscheinlich so überreden. Ich will einfach diese Sicherheit nochmal behalten.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you
dieses
should
Mal.
be.
Nein, 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 nicht diesmal.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Gut.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Das stimmt, Prinzessin. Ja, das Spiel hat eine mega geile Stimmung.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's
Weil ich weiß
unarmed.
genau, was du tun
If you
kannst.
hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Wir beenden das auf meine Art. Erzähler. Können wir einfach reden?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Vielleicht nach Kalle. Ich muss mal gucken, wie lange ich hier noch mache. Ich lasse die Klinge fallen.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Ja, ich weiß, was du meinst. Diese Art von Games sind richtig geil. Die machen das alles über dem Feeling.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Ja.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Okay. Wir wissen sowieso, dass der andere Weg nicht klappt.
We'll be fine.
Ja.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Die bringt nichts.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Ganz langsam, okay? So weit sind wir jetzt aber auch noch nicht. Was meinst du mit Beziehung?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
Du hast
We're two
angefangen.
people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Oh klar, jetzt ist es auf die Tour gemeint, hä? Puh. Ich bin hier, weil man sich draußen erzählt, dass du das Ende der Welt sein sollst. Stimmt das?
Don't just tell her that.
Doch.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Ich weiß, dass du das bist. Das ist keine Annahme, ich weiß es. Prinzessin. Das, was ich hier mache, ist nur ein Versuch, okay? Ich teste was. Genau wie du. Ja, ihre Augen sind echt abgefuckt.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Mir wurde gar nichts erzählt, aber ich weiß auch nicht, wie ich hier im Wald landete, okay? Dinge passieren halt. Und scheinbar passieren Dinge oft. Also... Ich hatte gehofft, dass du mir vielleicht was erzählen kannst.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
Hör auf, wir wissen, dass es anders läuft.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Ach, ist es so? Hm?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Ja.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Weil ich diesmal was ändern muss.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Ja, komm, wir wissen beide, dass es nicht so läuft, Prinzessin.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Hey, ich glaube, ich kenne dich besser, als du denkst, mittlerweile.
She's right about one thing.
Nein,
Her word isn't worth anything.
gut, das schon.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Wie würde ich dich hier rausbekommen?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
Nee.
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Warum stehst du so auf Hände abschneiden, Mann?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think
Doch.
she's suggesting,
Doch, ist sie.
right?
Nein, nein, das macht sie. Doch.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Ja. Wie lange bist du hier unten eingesperrt gewesen?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Hast du einen Namen?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Das werde ich nicht.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Hab ich.
You know why you're here.
Weißt du was? Ich hatte die ganze Zeit zwei Optionen im Kopf. Sie töten und sie rauslassen. Aber es gab die ganze Zeit Hints auf eine dritte Option. Man konnte immer wieder umkehren und so. Es standen ganz oft Sachen da. Und jetzt steht hier, keep her locked away. Ich lasse sie einfach hier. Ich enthalte mich. Jungs, macht euren Scheiß allein.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Ja.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Nicht mein Problem.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Ja, whatever. Ich versuch's.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Ja, ich habe mich entschieden.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't.
Doch,
No one wins here.
ich gewinne. Und das ist das, was ich versuche.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Ja, true.
You're making a mistake.
Mache ich oft, okay? Das ist mein Ding. Such dir dein eigenes.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Okay, Hauptsache, du hörst auf, so viel zu reden.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Nein, 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 nein.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Siehst du, passt doch. So. Ich würde sagen, meine Arbeit hier ist getan. So, gibt's irgendeinen Pizzaladen hier in der Nähe?
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
War sie nicht unten angekettet? Wie kann sie da klopfen? Sie war doch unten angekettet, oder?
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back to my good side.
Du hast keine gute Zeit.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Genau deshalb tun wir das hier gerade.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget it.
Ja, das hatten wir schon.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Oh doch, das weiß ich. Und zwar ganz genau.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Vielleicht, ja, vielleicht hat Nacht recht. Vielleicht hat er aber einen sehr, sehr langen Arm. Kann ja sein.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, dann kein langer Arm. Nee, ich halt Wache. Ich renn hier nicht weg. Ich verlasse meinen Posten nicht. Ich mach meinen Job schon. So viel gebe ich dem Spiel, ja, weißt du? Und deshalb halte ich jetzt Wache. Du kannst mich bedrohen, wie du willst, aber das Einzige, was es macht, ist, dass ich mir bei meiner Entscheidung sicher bin.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
Whatever, Prinzessin. Ah, gute
Put
Nacht.
the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
Erzähler? Hast du nicht gesagt, das ist ein schwerer Tisch?
Where is she?
Wo ist sie? Ja, wo ist sie?
Thanks for helping
Oh,
me get
fuck.
out of that awful basement.
Ja, ich hab dir geholfen.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Oh, meine Beine.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb,
I don't feel
then
so
your
good,
feet,
Mr. Stark.
and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Warte mal, ist das eine Anmache oder bedrohst du mich schon wieder?
She steps closer,
Okay, Drohung.
one
Ist eine Drohung.
silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down. one
Es war eine
by one.
Drohung.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Ich weiß ja nicht.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Wenn du wüsstest, Prinzessin.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Ist es auch nicht.
I'm sorry, but it is.
Nein, wir sind gleich wieder da.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ja, und jetzt bin ich wieder da. Kapitel 2. Der Albtraum. The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ja, ich weiß auch nicht, was Cocking Your Head bedeutet. Keine Ahnung.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Vielleicht so dieses Hektische, wenn du mit dem Kopf so zuckst oder sowas? Ich weiß nicht. Ja, ich habe ein Déjà-vu gerade, aber das kennen wir ja schon, ne?
A terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have that.
Doch.
This is the first time either of us have been here.
Nein.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the Parent? Ey, das ist eine andere Stimme. What a fine addition to my collection.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Hey, nenn ihn nicht Little Voice. Paranoid Voice Big Boy.
Shit.
Biggie, 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 big boy.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Ich gehe zur Hütte.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power
Ich
to stop
weiß.
something.
Lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Ich vertraue hier niemandem. Okay. Ich meine, ich habe mich vorhin selbst erstochen, oder? Ich kann wirklich nicht mal den Stimmen trauen.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Sieht noch jemand diese Geister hier? An den Fels. Hallo, hey, hi. Und er hat wieder den Spiegel nicht erwähnt. Ja, wie weißt du was, wir befreien sie
The
diesmal.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on.
Ja,
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
stimmt, die Tür ist weg.
It's just an empty frame.
Ja, hier ist keine Tür. Keine Tür hier. Da war eigentlich eine Tür.
She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Du hast wieder den Spiegel nicht erwähnt.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror.
Doch,
There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor.
Da ist ein
the open
Spiegel.
doorway leading to the basement.
Der
There's
Spiegel
nothing
hier.
else in here.
da ist dieser... Was hat's mit diesem fucking Spiegel auf sich?
There's definitely a mirror.
Ja,
There isn't.
doch.
We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Ich weiß nicht.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
Ich gehe nochmal zum Spiegel.
Walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Ja, vielleicht hat das irgendwas mit dem Spiegel zu tun, Herrn.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so
Wir dürfen
bad.
halt auch nie reingucken. Ich meine, ich weiß ja mittlerweile, dass wir ein Vogelmensch sind, aber warum sind wir so ein Vogelmensch? Ich nehme die Klinge.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Jo.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Ja, können wir einfach eine Bombe haben, bitte?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your
Granate.
task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Ich würde auch einen Molotow nehmen.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Ja. Ja, ich weiß, wir erinnern uns an den Ort.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough. So focus up.
Okay, ich gehe rein.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Ja, Naka, ich hole mir einfach noch ein Messer. Hey, Akimbo, dann sterbe ich, aber es sieht wenigstens cool aus. Warum sieht der Weg hier so aus und warum sind da so viele Augen, die mich beobachten? Das sind Augen.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Ja.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Ja, du wiederholst dich.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Ja. Kann einer von euch ein Messer werfen?
It can't be that hard.
Ja.
But then we'd lose our weapon.
Ja,
Make
gut.
it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Ich werde mit ihr reden.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted.
Egal.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
Wir versuchen's.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Ja, ich habe schon die ganze Zeit den Erzähler im Verdacht, er wirkt wie der Schurke. Aber sie ist obviously auch böse. Und hier sind wieder überall Augen.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Nein, mittlerweile nicht.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Aber du auch nicht, Erzähler.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Ich höre aufhören, ich gehe nach links. Fuck it.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Ah, fuck!
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Nein, nicht wieder das. Das war mega unangenehm.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Ja.
And you brought your little knife with you again.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot open.
Ich bin wieder da. Hey, das ist neu.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Paranoid, mach, was du gerade gemacht hast. Ich wusste nicht mal, dass du das kannst, aber das ist gut. Mach das, mach das.
Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Hey, ich fühle mich ein bisschen mehr in Kontrolle.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. If you look ridiculous.
Hey, sei leise, ich überlebe das jetzt.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Warum tötest du mich gerade nicht?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Ich finde schön das Detail, dass Paranoid im Hintergrund die ganze Zeit uns am Leben hält. Mit dem Heart, Lungs, Liver, Nerves. Das ist schön.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close.
If I want to see you die, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Mach das nicht! Nein, nein, nein! Nicht anfassen!
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of her neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop! Hey, snap out of it.
Hey, sie hat mich um den Finger... Nein! Aufwachen! Mach wieder das Heart, Lungs, Liver, Nerves Ding.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath. We're
Okay,
fine.
go on.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your back. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. Ah, and there's the fear.
Ich habe keine Angst.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Ja, und zwar oft genug. Was ist das letzte Mal passiert, nachdem du mich getötet hast?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Also brauchst du mich. Aha! So, jetzt habe ich dich. Du kommst gar nicht raus, wenn ich tot bin. Und ohne mich auch nicht. Du brauchst mich, gib's zu.
I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Ich auch. Hey, wir haben ein gemeinsames Ziel, das ist gut. Okay. Du weißt trotzdem, dass du verrückt bist, oder?
I am what I am, and right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one
Nein.
finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Mach das nicht, okay? Okay. Ja, okay, wenn wir zusammenarbeiten, ja? Du willst ja, das ist ja das, was du willst. Du willst ja raus, okay? Und ich will auch raus. Dann solltest du zuerst mal damit anfangen, dass du mit dieser Organsache aufhörst. Ich will leben. Okay?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Was? Okay, was ist denn, wenn wir rausgehen und einfach getrennte Wege gehen? Okay, du machst dein Weltzerstörungsding auf der einen Hälfte und ich lebe mein Leben auf der anderen, okay?
Definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Ah ja. Die Beziehung schreitet mir ein bisschen schnell voran. Was ist, wenn ich einfach ablehne?
Then we're stuck down here together until you change your mind.
Ja, vielleicht mache ich das nächste Mal so hin.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder.
Nein, nicht anfassen.
In your ear.
Ich sterbe immer, wenn du das tust. Hör auf.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Only until your heart finally gives out. And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Da bin ich mir sicher. Okay. Weißt du was? Wenn du mich brauchst und ich dich brauche, dann können wir auch einfach nett zueinander sein, oder? Wir sind dann ja so eine Art Team.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Schon, aber halt barely, ne?
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Bin ich auch. Wir können zusammenarbeiten.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Okay. Okay, komm, wir gehen raus.
What? No!
Doch.
I need you to come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen, right? Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
Nein, mach weiter und hör nicht auf den Erzähler, er versucht uns zu stoppen.
shit!
Gut, weitermachen.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Erzähl einfach.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Hey, warum gehst du nicht vor, hm? Meine Liebe? Ja,
You're not
ich genauso.
wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive.
Ja.
Right. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive.
Ich stimme dem Held zu. Warum gehst du nicht zuerst, hm? Ladies first.
What? Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now.
Das ist ja nett.
Besides, what if I lost track of you and trapped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either. So go on. Go ahead.
Okay.
Urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Ist ja gut, ich gehe schon.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement.
Ich bin nicht schwindelfrei, wisst ihr?
You can
Oh nein, das wollte ich nicht.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Hä? Warte. Der Erzähler ist halt echt voll das Arschloch. Hier war vorher keine Tür. Wisst ihr noch? Die hat er erfunden.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here.
Du Arsch.
The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
Ja, ist so. Fuck you,
I
Erzähler.
know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating.
Ich weiß, aber mach weiter, das ist wichtig.
Liver, nerves.
Da war keine Tür.
And you'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Hör auf, in meinen Kopf reinzureden auf diese Art, okay? Das ist nicht cool. Hey, Prinzessin. Ich glaube, die Tür ist abgeschlossen.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Ach ja? Oh,
Against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
vielleicht ist der Erzähler gar nicht so mächtig, wie wir dachten.
You're not nearly as powerful
Ja.
as you'd have us think, are you?
Paranoid, du solltest vielleicht das Langs-Hart-Dings weitermachen. Ja, danke.
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
The princess moves past you into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her! I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
Ja, schon. Ich meine...
Do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust.
Warte mal, Held, du kannst das auch?
Brain?
Nein, er hat mit Hart angefangen, glaube ich.
Heart.
Genau.
Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it.
Okay. Du packst das, Kumpel.
Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Arts.
Er ist schrecklich da drin.
You're terrible at this.
Ja.
No, I'm doing my best.
Mach weiter.
What are you doing?
Heart. Lungs.
Komm schon, Held. Streng dich an. Du kannst das.
Nerves. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
Ich weiß genau, wie du dich fühlst, Paranoid.
They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right. Yeah, fuck this guy. Don't trust him.
Ja, fuck this guy. Ich stimme Paranoid zu. Ich schließe mich dem an.
Really? So you'd have them trust her?
Nein.
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it?
Schon.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
Okay, also bist du doch für den Erzähler.
Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say. So whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
Ah, gut, er macht das wieder viel besser. Danke, Paranoid.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay? Open the door!
Wegen der Sache, Prinzessin. Never ever trust a Kalle.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body.
Ja, das war alles nur ein Trick. Du hast richtig gehört, Prinzessin. Stirb!
She doesn't even
Ja!
move as the blade sinks into her.
Du dachtest wirklich, du entkommst, hm? Tust du nicht, Prinzessin, tust du nicht.
We did it. We actually did it.
Ja, sie ist tot.
You actually went for it! Oh, you're going to regret this! I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now!
Was?
Can she?
Can she?
We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerve. In the final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth.
Aber ich dachte, wegen der Metallsache, mit der Dolchsache, dass ihr Herz ihr Schwachpunkt ist. Warum hat es nicht geklappt?
As you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Oh, ich habe meine Klinge.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Wir fallen für immer, was?
tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness. You are alone, and you are falling forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through. Oh. I can stop now, can't I?
Ja, I guess du kannst jetzt aufhören. Danke, Paranoid.
I can. Finally. Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of it?
Kannst du sowas, Erzähler?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? Now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means you're falling. Forever.
Ah, das ist aber scheiße.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no, I hate this.
Ich auch.
You continue to fall.
Ach, komm schon.
It's gonna end. Eventually, right?
Ich glaube nicht.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall, and you will only continue to fall. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Was du meinst? Ach komm schon. Jetzt soll ich mich wieder umbringen? Ich will nicht. Was ist schlimmer? Sich selbst wieder erstechen? Oder endlos fallen?
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess it hasn't stopped us before.
Schon, aber wo starten wir dann wieder? Das ist das, worum ich mir Sorgen mache.
That's a terrible idea.
Ja,
We've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
weil ich nicht für immer fallen will.
Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life.
Das kaufe ich dir nicht ab.
Yours. Especially yours.
Nein, das kaufe ich dir nicht ab, Erzähler.
Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Schon, aber klar, Held, aber nicht, wenn er das tut. Das ist der Erzähler, er ist voll der Arsch.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Und jetzt? Haben wir hier irgendwas Interessantes? Also werden wir jetzt Slay Yourself steht. Da ist hier schon die ganze Zeit Slay the Princess. Schön. Ich meine, wenigstens haben wir gute Gesellschaft, oder?
Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Ich sehe was du nicht siehst und ich sehe hier nicht viel. Also, werden wir irgendwann an Durst sterben oder verhungern oder sowas?
That's a grim thought, isn't it?
Ja, aber macht doch Sinn, oder?
But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
Ja, hören, ich glaube schon.
You don't have to starve to death falling through an void. You have our way out. Use it.
Ich habe mich noch nicht entschieden, Paranoid. Warte mal, Erzähler, hängst du eigentlich mit uns fest oder kannst du auch an andere Orte gehen?
I'm stuck here. I wish I wouldn't.
Well, dann komm schon, gib uns irgendeinen Ausweg.
Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Also, es gibt keinen Ausweg, oder? Wir fallen jetzt einfach und that's it.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
Ach, ist das so? Hm?
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely. Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
Ach, ich war hier schon ganz oft.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. You bastard. How much are you not telling us?
Ich glaube, er erzählt uns sehr viel nicht.
Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine.
Und das glaube ich nicht.
She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. Barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time?
Das kriegen wir schon hin, okay? Überlass das mir.
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Kannst du uns deine Geheimnisse erzählen?
No.
Ach komm. Ein bisschen Geheimnisse erzählen?
Still no.
Ich meine, es gibt nicht so viel anderes, über das wir reden können.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I
Yeah.
can feel it.
Ja, stimmt, okay.
Not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Geheimnisse?
The narrator ignores you.
Was? Du redest von dir in der dritten Person, Mann.
You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. You can.
Geheimnisse?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
Ich lass die Klinge fallen.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Weiß nicht. Keine Ahnung, ich glaube, ich schlafe eine Runde oder sowas.
You loosen your grip, and the blade tumbles through your open fingers. Now you're really falling forever. There's no way out now.
Naja, ich werde immer noch verhungern.
You mean other than starving?
Jo,
Right, I mean other than that.
klingt gar nicht so schlecht. Okay, weckt mich, wenn's irgendwie der letzte Tag vom Verhungern ist, damit ich noch ein Testament schreibe oder sowas.
You wait. Then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in. The hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time. But that doesn't stop it from passing. Nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces. And eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark. And you die.
Okay.
Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
Kapitel 3. The Wrath. Okay. Okay.
You're on a path in the wood.
Warum?
This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Entspann dich.
We've tried doing it our way and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers.
Das ist ein guter Punkt. Hey, du bist neu, oder? Willkommen im Team. Ich bin einfach nur froh, dass wir wieder Boden unter den Füßen haben. Ich wollte gerade sagen, Pfoden unter den Büßen.
Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord.
Guter Punkt. Weiterhin guter Punkt.
Okay, so you've already been here.
Jo.
More than once, even.
Yeah.
Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
Ja, es hat sich ein paar Mal schon verändert. Hön, ich werde es noch einmal versuchen und diesmal lassen wir sie raus.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
Okay, nicht unser Problem.
Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
Stimmt. Nicht der geilste Place, aber es ist ein Place. Ich gehe zur Hütte.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
Ich meine, soll ich das jetzt machen? Ich finde es, glaube ich, interessanter, weil ich habe halt Angst, dass es dann ein echter
Long before
Spiel
you're
endet.
steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Jo. Ich weiß, was ich tun muss. Und diesmal werde ich es auch wirklich tun. Aber wegen Höns Kommentar gerade. Ich habe halt Angst, dass das dann einfach ein langweiliges Ende ist. Ich glaube, wir verlassen sie lieber einmal ganz frei. Ich will wissen, was dann passiert.
Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge and make sure she knows how helpful we are.
Okay, wir verkaufen uns. Wie ein Auto.
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense.
Hier macht nichts Sinn.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Maybe.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Jo, dann sei leise. Enter the cabin. Oder warte, ich will das hier.
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Endlich.
I wouldn't trust that if I were the one making decisions. Take it however you will.
Ich lasse sie raus. Ende.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Das ist neu.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror.
Ach komm, nicht die
What's
Tour
strange
wieder.
is there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Scheiß mal auf die Klinge, wir wollen sie eh befreien, aber da ist ein Spiegel.
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
Okay, vielleicht ist das... Haben wir vielleicht eine Tür hinter dem Spiegel? Ist das wieder das? Aber dann hätte er die Tür gesehen, oder? Oder vielleicht hat er sie gesehen und lügt uns an. Wer weiß. Wir untersuchen den Spiegel.
Let's be mindful of our position, boys. Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should fold and beg for mercy as soon as we see her.
Okay, ja, wir sollten einfach bettelnd sie begrüßen. Dem stimme ich zu. Ja, ich liebe das Spiel auch, es ist so gut.
I'm sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like.
Ich habe keinen Selbstrespekt.
We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time.
Nein, wir sind heute ein Wurm.
Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she? And again, we don't have a blade. And look at the bright side. At least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom, which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody else something to stand on. The bedrock, if you will.
Ja, wirklich sehr schön. Danke. Ich fühle mich sehr viel besser jetzt.
She'll understand the value.
Okay, tun wir mal so, als wäre da ein Spiegel. Und wir können da nicht hintersehen. Was ist hinter dem Spiegel? Was wäre da?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
Okay.
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one for all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
Wieder mal ein sehr guter Punkt.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. And certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. Oh, stop being such cowards, all of you. We know what we're going to do. We know what's going to happen to us. There's literally nothing to be afraid of. You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward.
Ich auch hin.
Towards the darkness at the end of the hallway.
Ich habe auch Angst.
You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Aber dafür haben wir keine Zeit. Wir dürfen keine Angst haben und sie erst recht nicht zeigen. Wir sind jetzt ein Wurm und müssen uns doch so verhalten.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. Who says being watched is a bad thing? If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
Ich will's sehen.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Well, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit. Where is she?
Überall.
You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it,
Oh,
and you collapse with them.
ich wollte dich befreien diesmal.
You're met with a terrifying visit of the princess.
Hi.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Hey. Ich hab dich
Killed me last
gesucht.
time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom. But then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Ich brauchte den Fuß noch.
Great, we're all on the same page then. The important part now is that we let her know that we're completely on board with this.
Ja, nimm ruhig meinen Körper. Nimm ihn dir.
Are we? She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea.
Ja,
Not like
ja.
this.
Tu dir keinen Zwang an, ist deins.
Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only way we save our skin and get out of here.
Ja.
Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them now.
Nein. Okay. Was? Ach so, hier geht's weiter, okay. Ja, nimm dir, gönn dir.
See? That wasn't so hard. And maybe this will make it hurt a little less.
Vielleicht?
Maybe.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Hey.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
Doch, das ist immer noch unser Ziel. Wir befreien sie.
Not like this.
Doch, genau so.
You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out up too. Look, she's mad at us, I get it. But it's nothing we can't clear up after she possesses our body. Don't worry. I'm what you might call a smooth talker. I'll iron things out.
Okay. Wir verlassen uns da auf Opportunist. Auf die opportunistische Stimme.
Oh, will you now? With her like that?
Ja, wir kriegen das hin.
Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness.
Hey, jeder ist mal wütend, oder?
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
It is fine.
Is it? Is there
Yeah.
any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Ja.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Klingt gar nicht so schlecht.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Aber wrong ist richtig. Das ist gut. Okay.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you?
Ja.
You're the puppet master here. If this is the only way we could cut ourselves free from you, so be it.
Yeah, just like I told you we would. We're here to make things right. And the first step in making things right is admitting when you're wrong.
Ja, ich admit es. Ja, komm schon. Okay. Ah.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
Hey, dass du es so detailreich beschreibst und den gebrochenen Knochen ist nicht... Das macht es nicht besser.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If
Oh
anything,
nein.
it's getting further away.
Machst du das, Erzähler? Ist es dein Ding? Hör auf!
Please, just let her out.
Let her out! Please!
Isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Na, ach komm schon! Fühlt sich ein bisschen wie Cheaten an, aber ich nimm's.
It really is, isn't it?
Ja, ist es. Ja.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
Finde ich nicht so schlimm.
Don't worry about all the criticism. You're doing great.
Dankeschön.
This is it then. The big moment. Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
Oh nein, sie bricht aus mir heraus. Das ist nicht angenehm, wenn du aus meiner Seele rausplatzt, Alter. Sind jetzt alle Stimmen weg?
We're us again.
Nein, die sind noch da. Hey, Held!
Couldn't have planned it better myself.
Opportunist!
Everything is gone,
Paranoid!
except her. Which means we made it to the end of the world. We're survivors.
Alles okay? Hey, das kennen wir das letzte Mal auch. Passiert. Prinzessin? Ha. Die Erinnerung an den Spiegel.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nein, nein, ich will zum Spiegel.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Ja, wir sind den Erzähler endlich los. Ich gehe zum Spiegel.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Okay.
It's cool.
Gut so.
And not in a good way. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Die Stimmen verblassen langsam und ich betrete den Spiegel, I guess. Oder gehe halt zum Spiegel hin. Ich fasse ihn an. Komm schon. Komm schon. Das bin ich. Ich habe mich wiedergefunden. Aber... Ja, was... Ist doch okay, oder? Ich bin gewachsen. I guess. Ah. Hey, es ist still hier. Still ist schön nach all dem. Ich mag's still. Da ist sie.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Diesmal habe ich mich entschieden, dich rauszulassen. Du bist nicht entkommen. Ich hab's dir erlaubt.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Huh.
Eyes close in reflection.
Fedi, hey, guten Abend, wie geht's dir?
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. Vorwärts ist gut. Veränderung ist gut. Ich werde dich nicht töten, nicht dieses Mal. Dafür bin ich nicht hier. Dafür haben wir das hier nicht gemacht.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Interessante Perspektive. Das ist ein schöner Satz. Wie viele brauchst du noch?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build upon. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Aber diesmal bist du frei, oder? Destroy your body. Leb wohl, Stimmen. Leb wohl, Prinzessin. I die.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Hä? Aber I die. Ich habe extra episch... Hä? Aber...
Then we will remain here as we are now. Barely finished. Damp. Cavernous.
Ich warte. Ich bleib hier.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you leave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Der Sound ist weg. Hä? Das Spiel hat sich geschlossen. Gehört das zur Story? Jetzt echt? Ich traue dem Spiel zu. Gehört es dazu? Was zum... Ich starte das Spiel nochmal schnell. Wartet. Gehört es dazu oder ist das Spiel einfach abgeschmiert? Ich würde es dem Spiel zutrauen, dass es einfach dazugehört. Inhalt wird herunter... Was? Hat sich das Spiel gerade deinstalliert? Das Spiel hat sich geschlossen und deinstalliert. Hä? Warum? Oh, schön. Schön. Ja, I guess, das Spiel hat sich einfach ab... Nee, es hat sich richtig... Es ist nicht mehr installiert. Es ist abgehauen. Ich weiß nicht, ob das irgendein Fehler ist oder... Das ist offiziell von Steam, also...
You have returned to me.
Da bist du!
Though you were gone mere moments.
Hä?
I never left your side.
Ich habe die Inhalte nicht heruntergeladen. Wie kannst du hier sein? Hä? Da stand herunterladen. Ich habe den Download abgebrochen. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path.
War es
in the
Kapitel
woods,
2?
And at the end of that
Oder stand da
path
1? Hab ich
is
mich
a
gerade
cabin.
versehen?
And you're here.
Ja, ist gut. Wir gehen, turn around and leave. Ich mach das nicht heute.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Ja,
Do you even know where you're going?
keine Ahnung. Spazieren. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Ja.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Hä?
It looks like this
Na,
path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Fuck you, Erzähler. Fuck you. Ich geh. Ich mach das
Really
nicht.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
Nenn mich, wie du
Already
willst.
outlined the stakes of the situation.
Ist mir egal.
If you
Trifft
don't
mich
do
nicht.
your job,
Das
everyone
prallt
dies.
an mir ab, okay?
Dies. Forever.
Nicht mein Problem. Ich gehe. Ich werde keine Prinzessin mehr töten. Ich werde
Your silence is deafening.
gehen.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look
Ach,
at
komm.
that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
The Universe, ja, klar.
There's
Okay.
always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone. We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ich gehe hin. Wir lassen sie raus. Könnt hat recht. Vielleicht ist das die Lösung. Wir werden sie jetzt ohne irgendwelche Verdächtigungen einfach direkt rauslassen. Ich kenne den Ort hier, Erzähler. Und ich werde die Klinge nicht nehmen. Ich gehe in den Keller.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room
Ich weiß.
below. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Ich werde sie befreien. Ja, sie hat sich, glaube ich, geändert. Ne? Ihre Stimme war anders. Ich denke schon die ganze Zeit nach gerade. Ja, genau. Sie hat was anderes gesagt. Sie war irgendwie netter oder ängstlicher diesmal.
Wait, really?
Da.
You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Diesmal
Come
nicht.
downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Egal, ob sie trickst. Ich will sie befreien, okay? Wahrscheinlich trickst sie,
Walk
aber
down
egal.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Sie
There's a
verarscht
heavy
uns.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Hi.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Ich guck mir die Ketten mal an.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
Zeig mal
Thank
her.
you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Mache ich oft.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Wir finden den Weg, Prinzessin.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Der muss ja hier irgendwo sein.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Vielleicht.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Oh, hör, ich glaube, wir haben diesmal den richtigen Weg.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Vielleicht.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Nein, das wird nicht nötig sein.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Nein, Held, ich glaube, das ist ehrlich ein Fetisch von ihr. Sie schneidet sich immer gerne irgendwas ab. Meistens die Hände.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Erzähler, bist du das da draußen?
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey,
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Prinzessin, irgendwer hat die Tür
You're
zugemacht.
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Und ich glaube, ich weiß genau, wer es war. Also, wegen den Schlüsseln.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Ja,
This
ich
would
habe
have been
uns
so much
eingesperrt.
easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Hier, aber irgendwer hat die Tür zugemacht, Erzähler.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Hey, ich wäre vielleicht schockiert, wenn es mein erstes Mal wäre, aber... Beeil dich, Prinzessin.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Hinter mir?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike,
Nein.
it's now.
Nein, ich weiß genau, wie sie hinkommst und ich werde die Klinge nicht nehmen. Danke, aber nein, danke.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Ja, sie hat ihren Fetisch wieder ausgelebt. Ich weiß auch nicht, warum sie es mal vor mir machen muss. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged,
Aww.
self-inflicted wound on the princess.
Hey, here you go, dummy.
The unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Das ist ja niedlich mit dem Mund am Blut. Mit dem Blut am Mund.
You cut into her flesh.
Ja, sie steht ja drauf.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
So.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Ja,
No, she didn't.
nicht mein Problem. Muss sie wissen.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Komm, wir finden den Weg raus.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Nein, warum auch?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Ganz meine Rede.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Du willst dich nicht wirklich ihr in den Weg stellen, oder?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps
Nein.
forward and raises the blade.
Nein. Das habe ich nicht. Das ist nicht mein.
This
Das,
isn't fair. You can't just do that.
nein, das ist nicht. Hallo?
Watch me.
Fuck
What are
you.
you doing?
Nein, ich will das nicht. Hör zu, ich. Nein. Warn her. Hey, run. Renn weg.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Ja, genau.
You know you don't have to do this, right?
Ich weiß und ich will das auch nicht tun.
Body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Fuck. Okay, wie machen wir es? Versuch mich zu entwaffnen, bitte.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Nein, wir sind schon ganz oft wegen dir gestorben. Nein. Sis.
The blade. Move the blade.
Das werde ich nicht tun.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Komm nicht zu nah.
We both know this isn't you.
Ja, genau. Ich bin das nicht. Das ist dieser fucking Erzähler in meinem Kopf. Ich habe Stimmen im Kopf, weißt du, an die 7 und das ist der Erzähler.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Das Richtige.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest,
Was?
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Ach komm, du musst das rauszögern? Das ist krank, Erzähler. Weißt du, du bist krank.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Versuch's einfach nochmal.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Ich fühle mich schon ziemlich heldenhaft, Alter.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Genieß das ruhig, Erzähler. Genieß es.
I'm sorry.
Alles gut. Du hast es gleich.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Hey.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Alles gut.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her
Alles gut.
blood-spattered cheeks.
Wir sehen uns bald wieder, Prinzessin.
Can't just end like this, right?
Wird es nicht.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Ich bin bald wieder da.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the
Ja, ich kenne
woods.
das.
You're here to
Ja, also. Wir gehen zur Hütte. Ja, ich hasse den jetzt hier. Er ist ganz
a
schlimm.
warning before you go any further.
Fuck that guy.
She will love.
Yep.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Oh, The Smitten ist wieder da. Das war der mal flirten wollte.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time.
Ja.
He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Okay, love it is. I don't care. Ich will einfach nur, dass wir es diesmal hinkriegen.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Wisst ihr, Opportunist hatte bei einer Sache recht. Wir werden jedes Mal besser und wir nutzen das aus.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Ja genau, der Erzähler ist der uns beide hier gefangen hält. Und sie kann nur raus, wenn ich noch lebe. Also holen wir sie diesmal raus. Egal wie oft es dauert. Also wie oft es braucht. I am
The interior of the
back.
cabin is clean and elegant. The blade.
Yep. Ich gehe zum Spiegel.
I'm sure. Exactly.
Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Mhm.
Isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reached, but it was there a second. Now it's
Yep.
gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Ich fühle mich, als wären meine Feathers pretty fluffy today. Ich fühle mich gut. Ich nehme das Messer nicht mit. Wir gehen runter zu ihr.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Hey, das ist schöner als das letzte Mal.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Weiß ich gar nicht mal.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ich bin's.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Ja, das muss Liebe sein.
Okay, I'm with you that we
Eindeutig.
should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Ist mir egal.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock
Hey,
eyes with the
dummy.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Okay. Du erinnerst dich vielleicht oder vielleicht auch nicht, aber wir kennen uns. Ich bin wieder da. Und du hast deine Hand scheinbar wieder. Wir müssen die vielleicht wieder abschneiden.
My love, we're here
Oh,
to rescue
und-
you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Dieser Typ ist jetzt dabei. Es tut mir leid, ich krieg die Stimmen nicht weg. Die kommen dazu, aber ich kann sie nicht wegscheuchen.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Oh,
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
sie erinnert
I was
sich.
so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Ja, ich habe am meisten Angst vor The Smitten, Honey. Der macht mir am meisten Angst gerade.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Hey, Typen kriegen selten Komplimente, okay?
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Jo, schon ein paar Mal.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Oh ja.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Für uns, aber nicht für die anderen.
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Aber es muss ja irgendwann enden.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Like the wild lady she is.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Was will ich mit?
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Also kochen ist gerade schwer. Ich rette gerade eine Prinzessin. Das Übliche. Ich rette sie.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Hat schon mal geklappt.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
I can't cook, guys. I am sorry. I can't cook. Ich weiß nicht, wo der Chat will, dass ich koche. Ich kann gerade nicht kochen. Es tut mir leid. I am so fucking sorry.
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
Warum wollen plötzlich alle, dass ich was koche?
I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
Es tut mir leid, aber nein, ich kann nicht kochen.
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Warum? Warum fragt ihr?
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be.
Ach ja.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Bis auf den Part, wo du mich töten willst, stimme ich dir zu.
You wouldn't. I would.
Ich würde ihm glauben, er ist verrückt.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Ich kann nur Rührei und Pasta. Pasta ist sehr geil, Hündi.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Believer? Believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Es tut mir leid. Leute, hört mir zu. selbst wenn ich wollte, ich kann jetzt nicht mit euch kochen. Ich weiß nicht, was ihr da redet. Die Leute auf YouTube sehen den Chat ja nicht, ne, später. Im Chat fragen gerade Leute, ob ich kochen. Es tut mir leid, ich kann nicht kochen jetzt gerade. Ich rette eine Prinzessin, also gerade ein schlechter Moment. Es tut mir leid, Nachti, und es tut mir auch leid, Fedi. Ich kann gerade nicht kochen. God fucking damn it. Ich kreuze Nein an. So. Es tut mir leid. Ich kann nicht kochen gerade.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Das ist plötzlich.
Weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
I don't know. Fuck, maybe?
Let me guess. End the world?
Vielleicht.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Oh, tut mir leid. So, also, ich denke, dass wir vielleicht in dem Universum eine echt gute Version von ihr haben, oder? Weil bis jetzt, so ehrlich, kam sie noch nie rüber. Das ist die Sache. Ich weiß, okay, wenn es eine Option gibt, die Prinzessin zu kochen, dann kann ich die Prinzessin vielleicht kochen, ja, aber wenn es die Option gibt, okay, ich muss gucken.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Ist das so?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Huh.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Das glaube ich auch hin. Aber warum? Und was hat's mit dem Spiegel zu tun? Und warum sind wir ein Vogelmensch? Wie? Jetzt wollen alle, dass ich die Prinzessin koche. Was geht? Okay, falls es die Option gibt, drücke ich sie, okay? Sofort. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob es die Option gibt. Mal gucken.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know, fuck. Dich kochen. Danach. Keine Ahnung. Der Chat wollte das.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
The power of love. Plenty of happy endings.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Hey, hör mal, magst du eigentlich kochen? Also es ist nichts sexistisch oder so gemeint, ja? Ich meine... Aber der Chat will unbedingt kochen, also... Machst du das aus, wenn wir irgendwo was kochen gehen?
And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Ich weiß, das ist jetzt eine komische Frage, aber du kannst ja auch drüber nachdenken, aber ich wollte nur mal die Frage in den Raum werfen.
Oh, isn't that interesting? The door
Nein!
slams in your face and the lock clicks.
So können wir nie kochen gehen. Fuck you, Erzähler. Fuck that guy.
That's a familiar move.
Ja, das kennen wir.
Did I do that last time?
Ja, hast du.
You know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Ja.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Ja, und wir müssen kochen.
You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Ja, ich auch, aber ich habe halt nur noch diese Kochensache. Meinst du, du kannst die Tür öffnen? Ich weiß, dass du kein normaler Mensch bist, also vielleicht kriegst du es ja hin.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Ich glaube schon.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
Das tue ich.
Nobody is is leaving this basement.
Das entscheide ich. Ihr seid alle in meinem Körper. Nicht andersrum.
Okay,
Du schaffst das.
let me try.
The princess tries the handle. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Oh, well, ich bin der Narrator. No, ihr werdet hier gleich rauskommen. Keiner wird diesen Keller verlassen. Fuck you.
I told you she could do it.
Ja, ich hab an sie geglaubt.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Für das, was wir kochen, brauchen wir keine Klinge. Komm, wir gehen hoch, in die Küche.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
Endlich, finally.
We did it. What should we do now?
Ich weiß nicht. Fuck. Die Welt beenden. Ein bisschen was kochen. Chillen, grillen, Kasten killen. I don't know.
Where did everything go?
Ist mir egal ab dem Punkt.
Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Ja, die Augen, da habe ich auch hingeschaut. Die Sache ist, der Erzähler ist wieder weg, oder? Ist er beleidigt?
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Nein, es passiert wieder. Pass auf, hinter dir kommen gleich irgendwelche Hände und die werden dich mitnehmen.
Our feathers, pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Nein, es passiert schon wieder. Nein. Lass sie los. Ach, fuck, wir waren so nah dran. Dieser fucking Spiegel.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Vielleicht später.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Ich gehe zum Spiegel.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Das tut sie jedes Mal.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Etwas ist anders. Withered. Ich bin wieder da. Ich will zur Hütte. Da ist sie. Ich gehe zu ihr.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Oh Gott, ich habe fast den Chat untergehauen, es tut mir leid. Ich habe den Chat gerade voll die Backpfeife verpasst. Es tut mir so leid. Tut mir leid, Chat, sorry. Was hältst du von diesem Vessel? Das ist eine ganz neue Perspektive für dich, oder?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Ja.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Das ist die einzige, die ich wirklich betrauern würde. Ach Mann. Tut mir leid, Chat. Sorry. Das tut mir leid. Oh.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be.
Oh, tut mir leid, ich habe sie abgebrochen. Weißt du, was in den Welten passiert, die wir zurücklassen?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. We will know when we near our destination.
Hey, ich bin hier fertig.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Aber ich will dich gar nicht töten.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
I'm ready to go back. Mit dem Ende bin ich zufrieden. So können wir das stehen lassen. Ich würde es als gutes Ende sehen.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Au! Das ist das Einzige an dem Enden, was ich hasse. Ah, fuck. Wisst ihr hört das ja nur, aber ich fühle das. Da ist immer so ein Typ mit einer... Weißt du, wenn irgendwer eine Glasflasche auf deinem Kopf zerschlägt, so fühlt sich das an. Ja, das war's mit Slay the Princess. Das war's mit dem Stream. Danke fürs dabei sein. Mega geiles Spiel. Sehr cool. Ich glaube, es war 15 € auf Steam. Es ist sehr, sehr geil. Und ich bin mir sicher, dass man da noch viele, viele mehr Enden erreichen kann. Sehr viele sogar. Ich glaube, du kannst da sehr, sehr viel noch spielen. Wird wahrscheinlich nochmal einen Stream mit derselben Länge machen. Also ich glaube, da gibt es unglaublich viele Optionen. Sehr, sehr cool. Ich verfolge das schon ein bisschen länger. Ich habe mir ja schon, als die Demo rauskam, angeguckt und habe das die ganze Zeit verfolgt. Und es kam vor ein paar Wochen, glaube ich, raus. Ist schon wieder ein bisschen her. Aber ja, das war jetzt die Vollversion. Ein sehr geiles Game. Ehrenchat, nicht Ehrenstream. Ihr seid Ehre. So, danke fürs Zuschauen. Danke fürs Dabeisein. Danke fürs Liken. Danke für Existieren, ne? Danke fürs nicht zurückbackpfeifen. Und wir sehen uns morgen wieder. Bis dann. Tschüss. Schönen Abend noch.